Hi. Okay, so I am back. I know I said I wouldn't make any videos, but I am back. I've thought about it, and that may be my last consistent video for a while, but I feel like these videos have helped me, and unloading my feelings and unloading your emotions and unloading your thoughts is very important, as well as there's so many things that I'm finding as I go along on this health journey that I just find it so necessary to share, because there's so many people suffering and there's so many doctors charging so much money and so many health practitioners charging so much money for the cure. And I've spent so much money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it irks me. It makes me so upset when someone dangles a program in front of you that you want, and you're like, oh my God, this is the one, it's gonna make me better. And they say, and you're like, but maybe I know that, or maybe I can find that out on my own. And they say, no, because I only have the secret, and you have to do it in this order. And if you don't, your whole world will fall apart. You'll never heal. And that is just not true. You will heal, okay? So stop listening to people who say if you don't do it their way, you're not gonna heal. And that's just a rant. And so that's why I'm here, to share what I know for free. I've spent so much money on it all that I want to give it away now, because why would I keep it to myself if it can help others? The other thing is, I think it's so important to unload your feelings. So when I'm able to, I probably will, because I think it's really important. And so I just wanted to say that. And I don't think I have anything else to say except for, things happen in illness. It can be an emotional crisis, an emotional setback. It can be your mind having patterns and the mind-body syndrome at play, or it can be literally something chemical in the environment, something toxic in the environment. It can be the wrong foods for your bodies. It's basically your environment. It's a toxic exposure. It's a toxic environment. It's toxic things going on with your cells, your immune system, trying hard to figure it out and not being able to, and sending all the wrong signals, getting broken, sending pain, sending fatigue, sending all these things, because it's working hard. Your body is always trying to find its way back to equilibrium, and it's easy to give up on our bodies, but our bodies have innate intelligence, and they know what they're trying to do. And when they're in crisis, and when they're crying out for our attention, and when they're giving us symptoms, they're screaming for us to notice and for us to help them. And sometimes they are saying, look at your emotions, explore your emotions, listen to me, look at me, love me, I need you, be kind to me, be there for me, comfort me. Sometimes they're like that little child screaming that, and sometimes they're saying something's wrong, you've eaten something wrong, you've been exposed to something, you did something wrong, we need help, we're toxic, we need you to help us, eat the right foods, we need to help get this out of your body, we need help, we're overwhelmed, we can't do it on our own, please give us the right materials, please give us the right things to help us accomplish this for you. So your body is always trying to communicate, but we're not good listeners. We've sort of lost the ability to listen, because as we've grown up in this society, we've been given the answers by our parents, we've been given the answers by our teachers, we have a whole language that we've learned. The thoughts and the constructs that we have are all built around the English language and around our values and around how society works and what people feed you as information. And these are all the ways that, our mind works. And so we're just like, oh, this is what society expects, or this is what we've been taught, this is what so-and-so says. And these are the things that formulate in our mind, and we're so used to having the answers given to us and having the construct on this is how it is, that we've lost that innate ability to realize that we're instinctual beings, and that we evolved over so many millions of years to get to this point. And if it wasn't for our own knowing and our own intuition and our own responding to what's going on in our environment, then we wouldn't have made it this far. So you come from a long line of ancestors, all the way back to the first little single cell on this earth that evolved all the way to you. You come from a long line of history that proves that those people who came before you had to learn how to adapt, trust their instincts, change, grow based on the environmental factors and thing that's going on, or your whole line never would have made it to you. So you have a strong history behind you. You are not some weak being that's sort of come out of nowhere and dropped into this earth, born of your mom, and that's it. You have a huge line of history that says all the ones that came before you adapted, they changed, they adapted to their environment, they overcame, they were strong, they listened to their instincts in order to get here. Okay? Because if not, you wouldn't be here. So you're strong by virtue of evolution. And so now you need to adapt to that and listen to your inner self. Try to see what your mind is telling you. Try to hear what your emotions are telling you, what your gut instincts are telling you, what your brain is telling you. And one of the ways that we do this is by meditation. It's not in order to sit still and not move and not talk and focus on our breath. It's so that we can tap into these knowings that we have. We can tap into these instincts that we push down because they're not what society told us to do, or we push away because they're not convenient, these feelings, or we push these thoughts away because they don't fall in line with what we've been taught, or what's going to give us a great life or great money or this or that or the other. So this time of reflection is really to focus inward, but it's really a time of like, what are our emotions telling us? What can we tap into? What's our heart trying to say? What's our mind telling us is trying to say to us? What's that gut instinct trying to say to us? What's our soul, our being that's even bigger than this body trying to say to us? And these are the things that we really, especially in chronic illness, especially when we're having a setback, it's so easy to get caught up in, oh my God, I need to have this supplement, this program, I have to do this quickly, because you're in a crisis situation. Speed seems imperative. And it's important at that juncture, especially like if you've been given a cancer diagnosis, or if you've been, speed seems always in our society like the best thing, like quick, rush you in for surgery, quick, do this, quick, do that. But really, reflection is one of the best things you can do, is to sit and listen, to figure out what your emotions are saying about what you need to do next, what your mind is telling you, what your heart, what your soul, right? What your feelings, everything. Like what do you really think is the problem? What do you think's at the root of this? What solutions feel good to you? What solutions resonate with you? What solutions feel empowering to you? These are answers that you have inside you that no practitioner can give you, that nobody out there with their 1,